All right, so an educational entitlement. I'm always intrigued by your choice of words in this.
Yes.
What do you mean by an educational entitlement?
So I think that one thing the older generation owes the next is an opportunity to learn for life. Our current system is such that the more you stay in the educational system, the more subsidy you get. If you don't go to university, you don't get any support. And half the population doesn't go to university. So I would give it an equal entitlement to everyone when they turn 18. In the UK, I'm just going to make up a number. Let's call it £30,000. And that's money that you have to invest in your education for the rest of your life. And you can use it to go to university, you can go to an FE college, you can do an apprenticeship. But it seems to me unfair that the current system is rigged in favor of those who stay in the longest, and also doesn't acknowledge, I mean, to be fair, the UK educational loan system, you can take out loans when you're an adult. In fact, there's no age limit to when you can take out a student loan, which I think is a good thing. But that's not true in most countries. In most countries, you only benefit from government payments for education when you're young. But if you want to reskill and retool in your 40s because you're going to change careers, there often is not a mechanism to support you. So that's why I like the idea of a pot that everybody gets to use for their whole life.
But you can't do other things with it.
You can't do other things with it. And that's where some of you may have read Piketty's work. He argues that everyone should get an inheritance that you can use for anything you like. He says 120,000 euros per person when they turn like in their early 20s, and that everyone should get that inheritance. I think that's going to be a hard sell politically, and I think...
Not to this room,
Yeah,
I'll be all in.
Exactly, you guys are about the right age. But I think saying that it's for education and you're building human capital for the future, I think is a very credible story. It's an investment.
So if you don't know, Minouche was one of the leading candidates, I'm not sure I'm supposed to say this, to be the governor of the Bank of England. For what it's worth, we at Tortoise thought that you were the right choice to be the governor of the Bank of England, which shows you the enormous influence that Tortoise has as you went to the LSE. But the reason I mention that is that most people, when they hear something like that, Minouche, would say, okay, that's great, that's some kind of crackpot idealist thinking about that. Is that affordable, a £30,000 entitlement for every 18-year-old? What does that mean financially? I
think you have to see it as investing in human capital. And the rate of return on investments in education globally is about 10%. The rate of return on the S&P 500 is 8% over the last 50 years. So investments in education pay off very handsomely. In the UK, that's just including how much more people earn as a result of getting educated. If you add all the social benefits to society in terms of better health, better ability, longevity, etc., all of that, then in the UK, the numbers go well over 20% rates of return. These are,
But just explain that rate of return point, because how do you measure it?
Well, so what you do is you measure people, for every additional year of education, how much more people earn in their life as a result of that. So, so I would argue it's very affordable, because those people earn higher incomes, they're going to pay more tax, they're going to be more productive, they're going to work longer, and it pays itself back.